Anyways, let's go talk about the next game because I can't get off this game sooner. The Houston Texans beat the Baltimore Ravens 44-10. CJ Stroud, 23 of 27, 244 yards and 4 touchdowns. Nick Chubb, 61 yards and a score on the ground. Nico Collins, 4 for 52 and a score. Cooper Rush, 3 picks. Derrick Henry can't get the ball moving, but he just scored a touchdown. I can't imagine you're going to be. I can't imagine you'll be singing the Texans' praises here.
First ever win for the Texans against the Ravens in their career. I believe so. That was the big headline coming in, that the Texans had previously not beaten the Ravens, or they were defeated at the Ravens, which is probably a more true statement.
The Baltimore Ravens have an 11-3 record versus the Texans all time.
So that means they were undefeated at home against the Texans. They were like 8-0.
And this seems to be the case. Yeah, all of their wins were at home in Houston. The last time that they lost was 2014, Christmas week. The Baltimore Ravens the Texans beat the Ravens 25-13. Case Keenum was the quarterback then.
But this is also like such a fraud win for the Texans. The top 7 highest paid players on the Ravens were gone on this team. Also, you're like, Derrick Henry's age is really showing now. Like, his tread on his tires are really showing.
Think so?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just like a usage problem? Just to like give you an idea, only 15 carries for him this week.
Even in those 15 carries, nothing showed.
Maybe it's just showing that they're kind of one-dimensional.
I mean, yeah, in a sense, I mean, like, sure, but I mean, I think the drop off from an MVP level caliber player to a guy who should be at best a clipboard holder, like, shouldn't.
Only 8 carries against the Chiefs.
That was the concerning one. Was just like
against the Ravens, he only got 12, or against the Lions, he only got 12. Pardon me. Against the Browns, he got 11. He's not efficient with these carries, but he's not getting the volume either.
So he's not getting the volume, and even the times he's getting the volume, he's fumbling the ball.
Yeah, week 1, I was about to say, I just got to week 1. He had 18 carries, 169 yards, and 2 scores, but he had the crucial fumble.
He may have the yips for a running back. And I just think that, a lot of people did write him off already. Like, if it wasn't for last year, a lot of people would have already. I just think that he was getting run to the ground at the Titans, man. Like, those carries eventually add up. Like, it really does. But this is, I mean, good all-around win for the Texans, but it's nothing you should be proud of. You beat a team that half this roster won't be in the league next year. And also, like, you beat the Ravens with no Lamar Jackson. You beat Ravens with no Kyle Hamilton. You beat the Ravens with no, like, any player. Like, no Patrick Queen, I believe, right, was not on, or no Roquan Smith wasn't on that team. Like, dude, you beat nobody. Like, good for y'all. I'm not gonna crown them any type of win. And plus, me and you went over that win, and my hot take was the fact that they may end up with a top 5 pick. And the rest of the year, they do not look good for the Texans. So that's what I'm going to give it to that. I mean, the Ravens are incredibly. Do you think that the Harbaugh is going to get fired at the end of this year?
No.
He almost got fired.
I think QB injuries are the safest job security you could have, especially with a guy like Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, but he'll be back by next week, right?
So we'll see what happens.
If
a lot of people still think that they can compete for this division.
If the Ravens miss the playoffs, do you fire him?
It really depends on what that looks like. I think you talk about it. Like, it's that's such an odd kind of way to put it because the things they're battling right now, you could easily say injury, and anybody with two eyes, watching this team looks at like the defense isn't playing great, the running game isn't doing well, the
even when they were healthy,
horrid. Like it's just it depends. Like it depends really on what it looks like.
So some people are saying
if they get Lamar back and they get Hamilton back and they're still like this ugly pedestrian team, I think if you're the Ravens owner, you look at it, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, because I think, remember, if it wasn't for them, that transition year, remember when Joe Flacco to Lamar Jackson, that was Harbaugh almost got fired then. He was on the chopping block then, and Lamar kind of saved his ass for a couple more years. And I don't know. I think maybe it is a long time doing what. Their defense is hot garbage. Their defense is like, if it wasn't for the Cowboys being so bad, we would be talking about the Ravens being the worst defense in the league.
Actually, I think they're on pace to give up the most points in NFL history.
Yeah, there you go.
The first team to give up 600 or something.
Now let's play this out. Let's just say they don't make the playoffs. They fire Harbaugh. Does he get a head coaching gig instantly?
I feel like that doesn't happen very often. Like it doesn't. Like you could say that Vrabel got a head coaching job instantly, but he spent a year in Cleveland as a consultant.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more likely that he takes a year off and then comes back. I can't imagine that he goes, oh well, the Ravens fired you. Oh, fucking Miami. Here you go.
Or Miami. Yeah, there you go, Miami. Yeah.
I don't think so. I think you wait a year and then you reevaluate.
Okay. But yeah, I think there's just a very down year for the Ravens this year. They're kind of like last year's 49ers.
Maybe even this year's 49ers. Oh.
Except, well, this year's 49ers is a pretty damn good team. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, it just depends on a quarterback change.